Jalen Johnson the best current player from Duke with Tatum out? I mean, he's absolutely amazing. They have him. A lot of people were high on the Hawks coming into this season. They have him. They have Porzingis. They have Nikhil Walker Alexander. They have Dyson Daniels. Uh, they got a nice little squad there. I wish they could have gotten something back. Like they basically it's good for them because Jalen Johnson gets to just fully now you don't have to think about Trae Young anymore. It's his team, right? Um, so like I said, CJ isn't expiring. He's probably not going to be in their plans beyond maybe not even beyond the trade deadline. But yeah, that's I feel like they need a lead guard there. But it's not going to be something like Trae Young because Jalen Johnson is this like super duper point forward basically, average like a triple double or something. So um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the Hawks they still have to. Like I said, I feel like they still need. I don't know. I feel like they still need a point guard, even with all that Jalen Johnson does. You know, uh, I don't know. Maybe CJ McCollum is enough. They can make a little. Maybe they can win a playoff round. With the team that they have now. Uh, I don't know. It just went up when Trey was out. It did seem like it. Well, as great as Johnson was, it just seemed like they were missing a point guard. 'Cause Dyson Daniels. They also have the other Wallace kid. Uh, Dyson Daniels is more of a good defensive. It's like when the Sonics had Gary Payton and they had Nate McMillan. Yes, that's more like Dyson Daniels is. They had tried him like kind of playing lead guard, and that's not really. Just let him be him. Uh, but CJ, because CJ's more of a combo guard. When he was with Blazers was next to Tatum, he was splitting it two. The Pelicans, he was playing more of a kind of a lead guard. I still would like to see the 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 Hawks get another point guard. They just traded their point guard, multiple time All Star Trae Young. Yeah, I think they need somebody they need a point guard who doesn't take away from Jalen Johnson, which is what Trey would have been, what he would have been doing. You know, Trae Young, he's obviously a very good player. They made the conference finals with him in 2021. I think he had changed and tried to dial his game back and focus more on being like a little bit more of a pure point guard. But I don't know, he's only like 6 feet tall. He patterns himself after Steph Curry, but Curry's a rangy 6'3". Trae Young is not that. So I don't know. We have to see where what this means for him. You know, uh, they do have some. Like I said, they have Alex Sarr. I don't know. Honestly, it's not that much around him. Yeah, there in Atlanta. Uh, yeah, I am glad. I guess probably the best takeaway from this is just that finally now Jalen Johnson. No more like Trae Young was kind of just like hovering there and hanging in the balance. And now they don't have to worry about that now. It's Jalen Johnson's team. They got Walker Alexander. Porzingis he goes in and out of the lineup. They got a Congo. Uh, so yeah, but we'll see see if McCollum works, and if not, if they're looking to reroute him somewhere else. Um, but we'll see how that goes. But like I said, I still think the Hawks need a point guard, just someone who doesn't, someone who doesn't take away from what Jalen Johnson does. Uh, maybe they don't need a point guard. Maybe they just need somebody who's I don't know. It's hard to say exactly what it is that they need there. You know, but it's obviously somebody at the guard position. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who would be a good a, a good fit. Um, mm, it's it's hard to say. Probably probably somebody who's a true point, but uh, a little bit more of um, a little bit more off ball. That doesn't make any sense to say an off ball like true uh, point guard. Uh, hmm, man, I don't know. That's a tough one. I wonder if somebody like Andrew Nimbard would be uh, would be good for them. Somebody like that. Emmanuel quickly. Uh, I think that's the type of guards that they should. Ryan Rollins, you know, um, yeah, those types. Peyton Pritchard, somebody like that. I think he. What is Scottie Pippen Jr. doing these days? I don't know where he is, but yeah, I like it. I always liked him. Something like that. They should look into. You know, Tyus Jones, somebody like that. I'm not saying those guys specifically. I'm saying people like that. Who are like they're point guards, but they're gonna do what they do. But cause right now, I'm really feel like, I heard that Daniel's not really he's not a point guard. I don't think CJ is really. He's just more like a combo guard. You know, he's better off just being a scorer. So, and that's what I want to see that's what I want to see the Hawks do from here. So I feel like they have to shore up their roster just a little bit more.